back into the rivalry game?
Yeah, coming off the last game against Kentucky, we didn't play too well offensively or defensively, and you saw we didn't play as well, and the outcome wasn't what we wanted. But we came in yesterday and we worked really hard. We had a really good practice, probably the best we've had in about 2 months, and we got after it. And I think our confidence level got really boosted yesterday. And so going into this game, I think we got some momentum and got some confidence back, and hopefully we'll get a little bit different outcome than last game.
What was so great about the practice aside from just the energy level?
I think the focus, how focused we were. We had a meeting yesterday, went over some film and stuff with Coach, and he just told us what we had to do. And I think that Rhett and Jimmy, captains, and then Arthur, the older people, I think we kind of made a statement the beginning of practice and set the tone, and we got after it yesterday.
How much did Coach, if at all, talk about that Kentucky game, or was that just one you just kind of throw out?
Yeah, he went. I mean, you want to learn from your mistakes. We went over the film and we learned from mistakes, making the extra pass, finding the open people. Defensively, we had some breakdowns, but we don't really, I guess you say, just dwell in the past. We learn from our mistakes and we move on.
Avery kind of talked about last week or earlier this week, I guess, about the idea of talking about the bubble. I mean, accepting kind of your place in the situation right now. How much are y'all really cognizant of what y'all need to do down the stretch, win 2 or 3, 3 or 4, that kind of thing, to get there?
Yeah, he did go over the bubble with us and kind of just exploited it and just told us what the situation was. But I mean, we kind of knew it in the background. We didn't really talk about it much in the tournament. We just focus on we just got to take it one game at a time because you don't want to take any games for granted and slip up and lose some, and then it hurts you down in the long run. But I think we're cognizant of like the bubble and all that kind of stuff. But right now we're trying to focus one game at a time and focus on Auburn tomorrow.
So Riley, the film that you were talking about watching yesterday, was that just strictly the Kentucky game or other games also?
Yeah, it was the Kentucky game. We usually watch the last game we played, and we'll go down, break down the film, and see what we did wrong, and try to improve from there.
How much different does Auburn look now that Kareem Canty isn't there? How much from there last time?
Yeah, watching them after he left, I know he's a really big impact for them early in the season, but now they're playing great basketball. They beat Georgia at home the other night, and that was a huge win. Georgia's really good. So Auburn, they got some momentum coming in here, and they're shooting the ball really well from three. I think that's going to be one of the keys we need to do is keep them from shooting threes because I know they make the most, I think, in the SEC out of all the teams. So that's going to be a really big factor come tomorrow.
Since Kenny left, they've been playing with a pretty big lineup. I think their smallest starters 6'7". So, I mean, how much does that put on you and Jimmy and some of the taller guys to really kind of step up your game a little bit?
Yeah, that's going to from me and Jimmy and Mike and all of us, it's a little bit bigger. We're going to have to, rebound the ball well because they'll crash the glass, and they play hard. Last time we played them, they played together and they played tough, and they made more plays than we did. So just looking ahead to tomorrow, we got to come and make more plays than them and just outplay them.
Riley, what do you think it's going to take for this offense to kind of get back in the flow where there's a little bit more balance? I know you have not gotten many shots the last 2 games.
Yeah, I think it's just within our offense. I got in foul trouble in the Mississippi State game, so kind of messed up things like that. But most importantly, I think what our team is focused on is just winning. I don't think anybody's trying to get theirs. Everybody's playing together. I just think that we've had some turnovers that's really hurt us, myself included. We turn the ball over when give them easy points, and it kind of messes up the flow of our offense when you turn the ball over consistently. So I think if we take care of the ball tomorrow and move the ball, we'll be fine.
Have you been tentative at all in some of these? I mean, you talked about the foul trouble, but have you been kind of tentative? When you get the ball.
No, not really. It's kind of I don't know. It's not really tentative. It's just you want to make the right play, and sometimes you think about it too much. But I don't know. I think moving on, we just got to focus more on making the right play and just not worrying about what's going to happen. Just play.
So Riley, you talked about the energy and the focus level yesterday. What's something that sticks out to you that you saw that made you feel like the energy and focus level was so great?
Yeah, going into the season, we voted on team captains, and as I said, Retton and Jimmy won the vote, so co-captains. And Jimmy's usually a quiet guy. He's usually to himself, but Jimmy's really this past year has really came out, and he's really more of a vocal leader for us. And I think that plays an important role when you see someone as last year who's, Levi was a captain, and you see him play more of a, just backup kind of role to Levi. And then you see him this year and how much he's improved in a leadership role. And then, of course, Retton's always a leader. I mean, by his work ethic and everything. I think that yesterday set the tone for us when, when they're working hard, it makes us want to work hard. And then everybody wants to work hard, so we get a lot out of it.
One more question.
As an in-state player, how important is this game really, in the grand scheme of things, knowing obviously what potential could be down the line with the tournament and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, growing up, like I've always said, Alabama fan, this game's huge. I always want to beat Auburn, but I think as far as a team point of view, this will be a huge momentum boost for us. We really need this win, as far as you want to know about the tournament and stuff, but we just need to win one game at a time and just take it one game at a time, and then everything will take care of itself.